Hello everyone, I'm Paul McGuire Grimes. Kevin Smith will always be known for his View Askew-universe movies like Dogma, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, and Mallrats, just to name a few. And now he heads back to where it all began with Clerks 3. It's in theaters for a select limited engagement through Fathom Events, and I want to talk about it. This is Paul's trip to the movies. Smith revisits that old quick-stop groceries convenience store where Brian O'Halloran's Dante and Jeff Anderson's Randall still spend most of their days. The RST VHS and Nintendo next door is now a THC dispensary run by Jay and Silent Bob, once again played by Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith. Dante and Randall's daily routine is shaken up when Randall has a heart attack. He survives and now has a new outlook on life, wanting to make a movie documenting the good times that he's had. The film also features the return of many familiar faces, including Marilyn Gigliotti as Veronica, Rosario Dawson as Becky, and Trevor Furman as Elias. Now, there was a point in Kevin Smith's career where we saw him step away from the View Askew movies, but with the release of Jay and Silent Bob Reboot and now Clerks 3, I really feel like Smith is back in prime form with these characters and the wacky world that they live in. It's just so ingrained in Smith that it's just a joy to get back to all these years later. Now, his first film, Clerks, was made in black and white on a micro budget back in 1994. Now, don't expect that same kind of beginner filmmaker feel, but Smith still captures the essence and the environment of what made those characters tick. Now, it does help to rewatch the first film to really remember the verbal antics of Dante, Randall, and Jay. The opening sequence of Clerks 3 really mirrors the first, from starting the coffee to the stack of newspapers and just getting the store ready for the day. Smith sets up a sense of community that is now formed with everyone playing hockey on the roof and debating everything from Star Wars to cryptocurrency. It doesn't feel like a group of deadbeats bumming around a store like it did back in the day in the beginning. Smith injects the dialogue with the expected pop culture references flung out fast and freely with that vulgar R-rated bent that it's always had. Now, what sets Clerks 3 apart from his other films, though, is that it actually is the actual personal elements that he incorporates into the film. There's an ultra-meta feel, as Smith himself suffered a heart attack a few years ago, and it seems quite clear that Randall's existential crisis and pontifications seem directly lifted from Smith's personal life. Now, as we see Randall start filming his movie, it becomes apparent that he is making Clerks. He proclaims himself retail's Richard Linklater and wants to turn regular people into movie stars. And then, of course, film exclusively in the convenience store. Now, there are some terrific callbacks to Kevin Smith's career and some really great cameos during the audition scene, with well-known actors delivering that classic line, "I'm not even supposed to be here today." Jeff Anderson and Brian O'Halloran don't skip a beat returning to their iconic roles. They know what makes these characters land with audiences. And the same can also be said, of course, for Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith as Jay and Silent Bob. Now, if you thought that this was just another Kevin Smith nostalgia trip, he will surprise you in the third act with taking it to the next level, making it his most emotional and impactful film of his career. There's an added weight to Clerks 3, and it's a reminder of the lifelong friendships, both on-screen and off, not only for them, but for the audience, who've just followed along with these movies for the last couple of decades. I'm giving Clerks 3 4 out of 5 ticket stubs. If you like my review today, click subscribe on my YouTube channel. I got some other movie reviews, as well as my appearances on Twin Cities Live. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok at Paul's Movie Trip, and then go to my website, paulstriptothemovies.com, for even more reviews. Thank you so much for watching my review of Clerks 3. This is Paul's Trip to the Movies.